Hello, brave, wonderful soul friends. I hope you all are doing well. It has been a crazy journey, and after going through so many years of darkness and after moving through indescribable depths of hell, all I want to do is share light. All I want to do is share love. All I want to do is spread hope like wildfire. And so every day I'm working to create content to share with you all because I have so much to give, and all I want to do is share this hope that I found, share this light and love and transformative empowerment that I have discovered and cultivated over these past few years while moving through indescribable pains and challenges. You are worthy of moving towards a greater space of being. You are worthy of creating a home within your being that feels good to live in. You are worthy of befriending the miraculous consciousness that carries you. You're worth it all of it. Now is the time. Now is the time to reclaim power. Now is the time to cultivate deeper self-love. Now is the time to say, this is the storybook of my life, and it's time that I write something that feels good. You know, it's time that I love myself and let go of all the things that stop me from loving myself. It's time that I change the things that feel icky about the home of my consciousness. It's time to feel good about who we are. It's time to celebrate who we are. It's time to fall in love with all that we are. It's time to experience everyday magic. It's time. And so every day we're here, me and all my inner persons, me and all my parts of consciousness are creating as much as we possibly can to spread this hope like wildfire. So just want to share a few ways that we're doing this, and I really encourage you to connect with it. I really encourage you to dive into what we're sharing, because it does change the game. It changes the game. It changes the game of life. It changes the power that we have along the healing journey. It changes the way that we show up in our lives and for ourselves. It's a game changer. It's worth taking time to invest in ourselves. It's worth taking time to prioritize the miracle of our being and be present for the healing journey of life. So we share audio stuff on our podcast, written stuff on our blog, and recorded stuff on our video channel. So lots of different avenues of free content. So really, really check those out. And something brand new we're doing is Mosaic Mind Awareness, which is a video series we've been working on for almost a year. And it's going to be a series of videos. I'm too excited to talk. Series of videos that explains, explores, and empowers human consciousness from the inside out, with a particular emphasis on creating space for people living in multi-conscious mosaic minds like me. It's going to explain the neuroscientific reality of living with multiple inner persons, and in the process, explain all of human consciousness and allow for all human consciousnesses to connect. And there's conversation starters so we can spread this conversation about consciousness and have a worldwide discussion together. It's awesome. And then I have guided meditations for sale. And so I've been working with meditations for a long time, and for a long time, meditations were scary. It was scary to meditate. It felt very scary to meditate. And so I keep that in mind when I create my meditations. I keep in mind all the different darknesses that can come up with anxiety and dissociation and all the different stuff. And I really use implicit language, which is the language of consciousness, to really bring my meditations to life so that they can be used as a tool regardless of where you're at along your healing journey. And I use a lot of like visualizations and stuff, which really connects with the right brain hemisphere, which is where a lot of the battles come from. And they're very particular. They use so much love and light that has helped me heal. It uses all the different techniques that I've cultivated over these past few years. And they're very, very powerful. They're very, very powerful meditations. They're very, very transcendently transformative meditations. So if you're interested in that, just shoot me a message. I've got some guided meditations for sale. And then I have compassionately evolved merchandise for sale. And so we've got shirts and mugs and towels and socks and just like all sorts of cool stuff. It says, I love my parts of consciousness, and mosaic mind pride, and I am a unicorn of consciousness, spelled unique horn. It has the acronym for what it stands for on the back. It's really cool stuff, really empowering stuff. And when we can put on a piece of clothing that reminds us that we are love and we love ourselves, like, it just, that energy stays with us as we move through our day. Like I reach for my I love parts of consciousness shirt, and I'm just like, I get to be proud of who I am. Like, my parts don't need to hide. I get to be with me through the whole day. Like, it does something good to my brain to like carry that energy with me in a way that's tangibly, like, I can feel it. I'm reminded of it every time I, whatever. So if you're interested in the merchandise, it's teespring.com/stores/compassionately evolved. I'll be sharing all the links and stuff too. So check those out. Just some really, really fun healing journey stuff. And then we've got our Patreon. And we share so many magics on there. We have healing journey playtime. We've got music. We've got our neuroscience case study. We've got a tier where you can ask us a question and we create a personalized coaching video just for you. And then you get to peek the other personalized coaching videos that are just like the top 3 people at the top tier on our Patreon. All sorts of goodies, all sorts of really amazing goodies on there. And we get to share the space and community and share the everyday healing journey of life. It's really awesome. And then we've got our group coaching coming up on April 18th, I believe it is. And it's going to be a 2-hour workshop about unblending. And so when I started to learn about unblending in 2017, there really wasn't anything out there for people like me. Like, you'd have to become a therapist or find a qualified therapist to even be able to learn about unblending. And so I'm really, really excited to be sharing this unblending technique where you can learn it and use it for yourself and your consciousness any day, every day, no matter what you're going through. And it uses my own miraculous inner being diagram of consciousness. So it's a brand new technique. It doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. And it's something you can do. Like, I can do it in a couple minutes when I'm sitting in the waiting room at my doctor's office, for example. And it changes the whole game. It changes the entire direction of my day, the way my body's responding, the way my brain's responding, the way my perspective's responding. It's a game changer. So if you're interested in that, please let me know. It's going to be an incredible time, and it's really worth it to learn these techniques and have these tools so you can actually know how to respond to whatever's coming up. And we walk you through it, how to recognize the clues of consciousness, how to dive into understanding them, and how to respond and unblend and empower all your parts of consciousness. And using my diagram where there's 4 different parts of consciousness and all these different parts of aspects of subconscious realms. We're going to walk you through it all. It's going to be really awesome. And I'm going to make sure that you understand enough to use it for you. And then I always have my individual consciousness consulting available. It's like my favorite thing in the world to connect with beautiful souls along their healing journey and just be able to offer the guidance that I always wish that I had access to. Like, it brings me to life to give you some of all of this stuff that I've learned. Like, it ignites my soul in indescribable ways. And it always helps. Like the response that I receive when I work with clients is so empowering because it really makes a difference. And it's just like this mutually magical experience. And I'd love to share that with you. So if you're ever interested in one-on-one coaching, just shoot me a message. I would love to connect with you. You're worth it all. You're worth it all. You have so much more power than you know. And I want to help guide you to that knowing. And then if you support our work and would love to donate, we're always accepting donations through our PayPal at artistryofexistence@gmail.com. And we are so, so deeply grateful for the support. We have such a big vision. We have such a big mission. We have such a big purpose. And every little bit helps us so immensely much. So thank you so much for supporting us and empowering us forward. I believe in you, and I'm grateful that you believe in us too. We're all in this life stuff together. I love you. Thank you for joining our magical, miraculous healing journey. It's just going to keep getting better, and we're just going to keep creating more and more magic to empower your healing journey forward in any and every way we can. We love you. We believe in you. The best is yet to come. You got this.